Hi guys, it's Anna and welcome back to another episode of my vlog. These days I haven't been vlogging too much. I've done like what I eat in a day videos, which you guys can check out up there, but I just took like a week off because work was super busy. As you guys know, I am a finance analyst at a bank in Sydney, Australia at the moment. You guys probably found me from what I do in a day as a finance analyst video. Life update. I started a cake business at home. It is quite new to me, and to be honest, it was kind of like random as well. Like one day I was just baking these really nice Basque burnt cheesecakes for Hong, and he loves cheesecake, so I was just like baking a lot and experimenting, and then got to a point where I baked that cake a few times and it tasted really good. For those of you guys who don't know what a Basque burnt cheesecake is, basically it is this cheesecake where you bake it at a really high temperature, so then the top crust kind of like caramelizes and burns, hence why burnt cheesecake, and then the inside is meant to be like very soft, creamy, gooey, creamy goodness. I don't know how else you would explain it. I know a lot of other cheesecake recipes out there, it's much more difficult. Like you have to put it in a water bath, you have to let the cheesecake sit inside the oven, turned off for like an hour after baking, and there's just a lot of, I think, complications with that. So the burnt Basque cheesecake was much easier. So basically I started a Basque burnt cheesecake home bakery business in Sydney, and right now because of lockdown in Sydney, I'm not allowed to deliver these cakes to very far away, so I can only do pickup orders at the moment, which has honestly been a bit of a step back. Thinking back now, launching during lockdown was probably not the best idea, but I did it anyway, and so, you know, it started. I can't really go back. Anyway, I thought I would fill you guys in with my supplies for baking. So what I will say is that I had a lot of fun ordering supplies. What I envisioned for this business was like, you know, those really cute Korean lunchbox cakes. I've seen a lot of those on Instagram where they do like different color frosting and then they write letters on it, and it's sort of this really cute clamshell hamburger sort of lunchbox, and I wanted to recreate that but with cheesecake. So honestly, I did not think that I would get any customers, and I didn't expect much, to be honest. It was more like a fun project to do, to decorate cakes and to order cute packaging, and my first intention was I want to bake really nice cakes, make it look cute, and give some out to my friends because that brings me joy. First thing I bought is, like I said, this cute clamshell slash hamburger lunchbox, which I think is one of the cheaper like packaging options, and it's a matte kind of box. I think it's made of it was made of this material. I can't remember what it was, but maybe I'll insert the text here right now. It can withstand heat, so you can put it in the microwave, in the oven apparently even, and you can put it in the fridge, which is great. I had to buy these in bulk because like I couldn't find this for cheap anywhere else, and I couldn't just buy this from like my local grocery shop. They didn't sell these boxes, so I had to actually go to a packaging wholesaler and order off there, but it wasn't too bad, to be honest. So I have like 400 of these now. Another thing that I got was this. This is like a newspaper sort of, I don't know what you call this even, food paper, but the material is a bit like baking paper, but I wouldn't say it's exactly the same. It's very thin, light. This is just like a newspaper sort of print, and I thought it went very well with like a vintage cheesecake vibe that I was going for. So yeah, this was great. So my vision was to put this in my clamshell box and it would just sit here. Of course, the cut of this is not best right now, but these are just some scraps that I have, and yeah, and the cake would just sit inside. And then I was feeling like this sort of packaging kind of looked a bit cheap. Like if I wanted to sell a cake for say $20 something in a box like this, it's quite small as well. So I wanted to decorate it even more to give more value back to the customer. So I got myself some butcher's string, or whatever you guys call it, baking strings, and this was quite expensive. It was like $8, so I was pretty surprised. But basically what I do now is I actually tie this like a parcel, and I do like a cross, and I do a bow in the middle, and it looks like a gift, a present. Look, I knew I shouldn't have spent all this money buying everything, but a part of me wanted to do cute packaging, so I couldn't stop but do it. I also got this black bag. Well, actually Hong got this, and I got this from Officeworks. And then conveniently at Officeworks, there was this like marker slash pen aisle, and there was this like marker that looked really nice. They had gold, they had white colors, and it was drawn on like a black surface. So I had inspiration right there to also get like a white/gold marker. So I ended up writing a short cute message to my customers in here, just to make it more personalized. I reckon we live in a world right now that's so disconnected, and especially with lockdown happening. So I just realized I haven't actually told you guys what my business name is. So my business is called Burnt. So it signifies the burnt layer on top of the cheesecake. And yeah, you can find us on burnt_Sydney on Instagram. And then I also felt like I wanted to make my business a bit more professional because, you know, as a home baker, I just feel like I don't know how to sell my products to people when I'm just baking at home. I also wanted to add my own branding onto the packaging just to be a bit more, I don't know. So at first I wanted to buy these stickers with my brand on it, but why am I putting money into this if I don't know if it's going to grow? I thought of a shortcut and I designed my own logo. So this is what the logo looks like. I designed this on Canva. If you guys don't know, Canva is an amazing kind of design online tool. You can design logos, YouTube thumbnails, YouTube banners, Instagram stories, Instagram posts. You can design literally everything on that site, and it's amazing. I've been a pro member for the longest time. I like to glue it here so then when the customers open the cake, they can see my logo and they can see the cake. One of the last items that I wanted to show you guys is my business cards. Well, I call it business cards, but it's actually not a business card. I got these from Officeworks as well. They took like a week to come, but I designed a thank you card on Canva again, and it just says thank you, and I can customize it by writing the customer's name in this box, and it just says, your order made our day, we hope that this makes yours. And the good thing about these cards is that it's double-sided, so I could also print off my logo at the back, which just says Burnt, with a kind of caramelly brown background. So when I use the strings to kind of tie this parcel up, I would put like a thank you card in there. So yeah, it would look really complete. Or I can do it this way as well, can't I? I like it this way more though. Yeah. So what's happened to my bakery so far? We have launched for around 2 weeks, and to be honest, the first week I wasn't really even thinking about anything. I was just like, yep, I'm gonna launch. I'm so excited to get this out there. But that first week, there wasn't anything much going on. I got like a few orders from co-workers, which is amazing, but unfortunately I couldn't deliver to them due to the lockdown rules in Sydney. So I actually had to even call the police to double check that I couldn't do it. And yeah, I couldn't, so I had to refund those people, and I couldn't deliver anything on my first week. And that was meant to be my like soft launch week. And I know that when you first start a home bakery, like it's super important to get the word out there and to create as much traffic as possible, because that's when you first start and people don't like have that sense of trust with your brand or your products yet. So, and then the second week I was like, why don't I post like an Instagram ad for fun? And it was only like $30 in total for 5 days. And what I did was I created an ad that was specifically directed at people within 10 kilometers of where I live, so that I know that these customers were high potential because they lived very closer to me and they could do pickup. So yeah, I gave that a go, and surprisingly a lot of people could find my Instagram page. By a lot I mean like 50 people. But the traffic went from like 30-40 people per day to like 1,000 per day. And yeah, I saw definitely a lot of improvement with my Instagram ad. I actually got customer orders on my second week of launching, which honestly to me is one of the most surprising things, because number one, people don't even know who I am. Number two, they don't know much about my products, and there wasn't much feedback. Like I was able to send a few of my cakes to some of my friends, and they did like a feedback on Instagram, and that's where I could repost. But other than that, like that was the only thing that customers could see. I feel happy that I'm able to share some of my cooking with other people, and if that makes their day, then it makes mine too. I am still learning so much every day. Like just the amount of learning is incredible. And one thing I learned from YouTube tips is that you shouldn't be counting all the followers you have on your page. It's more important to have customer orders. And yeah, I'm just trying not to focus so much on the numbers, on the followers, on, you know, that stuff, because it can demotivate me, especially at the start. So I'm just trying to separate myself from that and know that everything's gonna be alright. I just need to deliver good products. Anyway, so this is what my page looks like. There's my logo burnt, and so far on my page I've got my cheesecake and some more shots of it, and also like a launch update. So, and yeah, if you guys are also in Sydney and you love cheesecakes, then definitely go follow my page and make an order. I look forward to making orders for you guys.